Welcome to Naka Tales, where the truth cuts deeper than any betrayal, and where every action, no matter how calculated, comes back around. Let me take you on a journey of love, deceit, revenge, and revelation. It's been exactly 1 month since my life imploded. 1 month since I stood in a hallway, frozen by words that shattered the illusion I was living in. 1 month since I thought I was avenging betrayal, only to learn I might have been wrong. And now, I'm in a hotel room across the country, bourbon in my glass, silence in my chest, and a single, brutal question echoing through my mind. Did I go too far? Let me take you back. Melissa and I met 3 years ago through mutual friends. She was everything I thought I wanted: smart, ambitious, captivating. The kind of woman who seemed to have stepped out of some idealized vision of adulthood. She worked as a prosecutor in the district attorney's office, and we first crossed paths when I was called to testify as an expert witness. Me, a forensic accountant who investigates fraud. It was supposed to be a one-time professional meeting. But then came coffee. Then dinner. Then weekends together that felt like borrowed time from a better world. Within a year, we moved in together. And 6 months ago, I proposed. A 2-carat princess-cut diamond, platinum band, custom design. It cost me nearly 3 months of salary. She cried when I got down on one knee. Called it perfect. Told me she'd never felt so loved. I travel often for work, 3 to 4 days a week, sometimes more. It's part of the job. Corporate fraud isn't confined to one zip code. She said she understood. Said she admired my work ethic. And I believed her. Last month, I was supposed to fly out to Seattle for 3 days. Typical client meetings. The flight was booked for 10 a.m., and I was out the door by 8. But at 8:30, my phone buzzed. The client's CFO had suffered a heart attack overnight. Meetings postponed. Just like that, my trip was cancelled. I texted Melissa from the garage. Trip cancelled. Coming back upstairs. She didn't reply. Not unusual, probably in the shower. Our condo has a split-level design. You enter from the garage and head upstairs to the main living area. As I climbed those stairs, luggage in hand, I heard her voice. She was on speakerphone, laughing with someone, probably her college friend Susan. Melissa always put her phone on speaker when she was getting ready, voice rising over the bathroom fan. I almost called out to her. Then I heard my name. Scott has no idea. None. Her tone? Mocking. Performative. I froze, still out of sight. I still sleep with my ex whenever he's out of town. This idiot even proposed with a diamond ring. My chest went hollow. It wasn't even the words, it was the pride in her voice. The smugness. Susan, clearly amused, giggled. Shut up. You don't. I absolutely do, Melissa said, practically beaming. Devon and I have an arrangement. Scott's always gone, so it's perfect. I get the gifts, the stability. Devon gets the fun. You're so bad, Susan said, clearly loving every second of this sordid tale. Oh, and the ring? Let me send you a pic. A pause. Can you believe he spent that much? Devon nearly pissed himself when I showed him. My hand gripped the railing so tight, I could feel my pulse in my palm. I couldn't breathe. Couldn't even blink. Then Susan asked, "What happens when Scott wants to set a wedding date?" "I'll figure something out. Some fake job in another city maybe. I'm good at making men believe what I want them to." And right then, standing halfway up those stairs, I made a decision. I wouldn't shout. Wouldn't give her a dramatic scene. Wouldn't even let her know I'd heard. No. I was going to do something far more deliberate. I went back to the garage and drove to a coffee shop. Sat in my car for 20 minutes. Thought. Felt nothing but white noise in my head. Then I realized. I needed to go back for the ring. I waited until after 9 o'clock when I knew she'd be at work. Slipped into the condo. took the ring from her jewelry box, grabbed essentials, passport, birth certificate, financial records on an external drive. Then I left. First, I called Marcus, my best friend since college. Told him everything in a monotone. Asked if I could crash at his place. He said yes without hesitation. Then I went to work. I called the bank. Our joint account only had household funds. I withdrew my share, half the bills, no more, no less. Fair. Precise. Then the landlord explained the situation. He agreed to let me break the lease with only a 2-month penalty. Another small mercy. Then, the ring. I found a pawn shop 30 minutes away. The man behind the counter opened the box and whistled. Nice piece. I want to sell. Recently purchased. 6 months ago. $9,500. I took the deal without blinking. He handed me the receipt. I asked for a detailed breakdown. I wasn't done yet. Back at the condo, I packed the rest of my belongings. Personal items, mementos, family heirlooms. Then I went digital. I logged into our shared cloud storage, downloaded everything of mine, then deleted every trace of us. Vacations, holidays, cute selfies, gone. Left her solo pictures untouched. Let her sit in the ruins. Next, I added fake calendar entries, visits to fertility clinics, adoption agencies. Details so strange, so unexpected, they'd make her wonder what was real. I poured a glass from her favorite bottle of wine, $300 Cabernet. Left it on the counter with a lipstick smear she didn't wear that day. Let her wonder. On her unlocked work laptop, I drafted an unsent email to her entire office. Subject line, my big news. Inside, fabricated announcement about her quitting the DA's office to raise our miracle baby. Didn't send it. Just saved it to drafts. Her case file? Her biggest trial of the year? I scrambled the pages. Nothing obvious. Just enough to sabotage her rhythm. Make her second-guess everything. And finally, the ring box. Inside it, the pawn shop receipt, and a note. Hope your ex can afford to buy it back. I left it on her pillow. Left my key on the counter. Then I walked away. That night, she called. Texted. Left 17 voicemails. 34 messages. Ranging from confused, to angry, to devastated. She showed up at my office. Security turned her away. She begged Marcus. He said no. She called my parents. They told her they wouldn't get involved. She sent flowers. Tear-streaked notes. I said nothing. Until 10 days later, I got an email from Susan. Subject line, you need to know the truth. I almost deleted it. Scott, what Melissa said wasn't true. She hasn't slept with Devon. He's been living in Australia for 5 years. Married with a baby. She just lied. To impress me. Because we're toxic and she wanted to seem exciting. She never cheated. I did the research. Devon's Instagram? Full of beach photos, a happy family, life on the other side of the planet. I reached out to him directly. Dude, he said. That's insane. I haven't even spoken to Melissa in years. She messaged my wife last week crying. I don't know what's going on, but I've had nothing to do with her. I confirmed everything. She hadn't cheated. She'd just lied. To impress people who didn't matter. The truth didn't make it better. Just different. She hadn't violated fidelity. But she violated trust. Respected me so little that she turned our love into a joke for clout. So I met her. 1 month later. Coffee shop. 1 hour. No promises. She looked smaller. Tired. Like someone clawing her way out of a mental storm. What I did was inexcusable, she said. I lied to feel important. I made you collateral in a story I told for likes and laughs. I never cheated. But I humiliated you. I lost the best thing I ever had for the approval of people who aren't even my friends anymore. She'd cut ties. Started therapy. Changed jobs. She told me she bought the ring back, at a markup. Tried to return it. I refused. Told her to keep it. Sell it. Donate it. Whatever helped her heal. We hugged. Brief. No bitterness. Just closure. Now, I've moved on. Changed jobs. Started climbing. Reconnected with old friends. Some say my revenge was too much. Maybe it was. But it was the language of precision. Of heartbreak spoken fluently through silence. I don't regret the exit. I regret the assumption. One conversation could have spared us both. But would I have believed her? Would you? And so I ask you, was I justified? Or did I destroy something that could have been saved? Let me know in the comments. And until next time, this was Naka Tales, where the truth is never simple, and the ending is never clean.